What happens when the hero isn't all light and justice, but instead wields a power born from darkness? These anime take it up a notch with main characters who are cursed, corrupted, or just downright unstoppable when their dark side awakens. Brace yourself, because these are the top anime where the main character has seriously dark powers, and they're absolutely unmissable.
Kaneki, I want you just as much as you want me.
At number 16, Dandadan. Dandadan is pure chaos, blending horror, comedy, and supernatural action in ways anime rarely dares. At the center of it all is Okarun, an ordinary high schooler who suddenly gains bizarre, dark powers after a terrifying alien encounter. These powers aren't just flashy, they're unstable, aggressive, and tied to forces he barely understands. As Okarun struggles to control them, the anime throws him and his psychic-crushing, ghost-punching partner Momo into one insane, otherworldly battle after another. The animation is electric, the pace never lets up, and the powers? Utterly unpredictable. Dandadan isn't just weird, it's wildly entertaining, and Okarun's descent into darker power only makes it more addictive. At number 15, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail isn't just about magic, it's about heart, loyalty, and going down swinging for your friends. Set in a world of wizards and guilds, the story follows Natsu Dragneel, a fire-breathing dragon slayer, and his tight-knit crew as they take on powerful enemies, dark guilds, and even world-ending threats. What makes Fairy Tail shine isn't just the explosive battles or over-the-top magic. It's the emotional gut punches, the bonds between characters, and the never-give-up spirit that hits harder with every arc. From the Tower of Heaven to the grand magic games, this anime delivers hype, humor, and heartbreak in equal doses. It's not perfect, but if you want a classic shonen experience with epic moments and unforgettable friendships, Fairy Tail is pure fire.
Poor guy's been blown to smithereens.
At number 14, Delicious in Dungeon. Delicious in Dungeon is the perfect mix of fantasy, food, and fun. Set in a sprawling dungeon filled with monsters, traps, and treasure. The story follows a party of adventurers who are broke, but hungry. Their solution? Cook and eat the monsters they fight. What sounds ridiculous turns into a surprisingly heartwarming and clever tale. Each episode blends RPG-style battles with actual cooking techniques, all while deepening the characters and exploring the mystery of the dungeon itself. The animation is colorful, the humor lands, and the world building is sneakily brilliant. If you're into fantasy with a twist and food anime that doesn't take itself too seriously, this is a must-watch. At number 13, To Your Eternity. To Your Eternity is an emotional masterpiece that hits differently. It begins with a mysterious orb sent to Earth, an immortal being that can take the form of anything it experiences deeply. What starts as a simple journey turns into a heartbreaking exploration of life, death, love, and identity. As this being, later named Fushi, evolves through the people and creatures it bonds with, the story delivers gut-wrenching moments, philosophical depth, and a haunting beauty rarely seen in anime. The art style is soft yet expressive, the soundtrack is devastatingly beautiful, and the pacing grips you with quiet intensity. This isn't just a story, it's a meditation on what it means to exist. If you're looking for an anime that makes you feel, To Your Eternity is unmissable.
How did I end up being me anyway?
At number 12, Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8 is the perfect blend of monster mayhem and emotional grit. Set in a world constantly under siege by giant kaiju, it follows Kafka Hibino, a washed-up cleanup crew member with a dream long buried, joining the defense force. But everything changes when Kafka gains the terrifying ability to become a kaiju himself. Suddenly, he's the very monster he once feared, hiding his identity while fighting alongside humanity. What makes this anime stand out isn't just the explosive action or killer monster designs, it's Kafka's underdog spirit, the sharp character writing, and the constant tension of living a double life. With high-stakes battles, heartfelt moments, and stunning visuals, Kaiju no 8 is shaping up to be one of the boldest anime of the year.
Kaiju 8号
At number 11, Devil May Cry. Stylish, bloody, and unapologetically cool, Devil May Cry. The anime brings the demon-slaying swagger of Dante to the screen in a slick 12-episode ride. Based on the iconic Capcom video game series, the anime follows Dante, a half-demon mercenary who runs Devil May Cry, a business that deals in, you guessed it, demon hunting. While the story leans episodic, it nails the dark gothic tone, badass action sequences, and Dante's effortless charisma. The animation captures the grit and style fans expect, with swordplay, gun-fu, and one-liners to spare. It's not the deepest story out there, but if you're here for monsters, mayhem, and a hero with a devil-may-care attitude, this one's a hell of a good time.
Dante, leaving so soon? We have much to catch up on, brother.
At number 10, Ajin Demi-Human. Ajin Demi-Human is a dark, intense ride that flips the idea of immortality on its head. In this world, Ajin are humans who can't die, and when society finds out you're one of them, you're not celebrated, you're hunted. The story follows Kei Nagai, a quiet student who becomes an Ajin after a fatal accident, instantly turning his life into a nightmare. What makes this anime stand out isn't just the brutal action or the terrifying powers, it's the psychological warfare. Every character is playing a dangerous game, especially the villain, Sado, who's one of the most chilling antagonists in anime. With a gritty art style, suspenseful pacing, and themes of survival, oppression, and what it means to be human, Ajin delivers an unforgettable, high-stakes thriller.
Release your true self!
At number 9, Bungo Stray Dogs. Bungo Stray Dogs is what happens when literary icons get superpowers and a taste for chaos. Set in a world where detectives and criminals alike wield supernatural abilities tied to famous authors, this series blends mystery, action, and psychological drama into something totally unique. At the center is Atsushi Nakajima, a runaway orphan who discovers he can transform into a powerful white tiger. He's pulled into the armed detective agency, an eccentric crew battling equally dangerous foes like the Port Mafia and other darker organizations. The battles are stylish, the writing is sharp, and the power system is creative as hell. But what really makes this anime shine? Its characters, flawed, tragic, and endlessly compelling. Bungo Stray Dogs isn't just another supernatural action show. It's an intelligent, emotional ride that only gets better with each season.
A strange tale's about to unfold.
At number 8, Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is the ultimate power fantasy done right. Set in a world where hunters battle deadly monsters pouring from mysterious gates, the anime follows Sung Jin-woo, a weak E-rank hunter barely surviving day to day. But everything changes when a brutal dungeon raid awakens a hidden power inside him, the ability to level up infinitely. What follows is a relentless rise from nobody to unstoppable. The animation is razor sharp, the fights are jaw-dropping, and Jinwoo's transformation is nothing short of epic. If you want brutal action, dark mystery, and a hero who earns every inch of his power, Solo Leveling is a must-watch.
If it makes me stronger, I'll follow this rule no matter how ridiculous it is!
At number 7, Black Clover. Black Clover is the ultimate underdog story. In a world where magic is everything, Asta, born with zero magical power, refuses to accept his fate. Armed only with grit, a screaming voice, and a mysterious anti-magic sword, he charges forward to become the Wizard King. What starts as a standard shonen quickly transforms into a high-octane thrill ride, with intense battles, emotional rivalries, and non-stop character growth. The animation gets better with every arc, the stakes only get higher, and the power-ups absolutely insane. If you're into shows like Naruto or My Hero Academia, Black Clover is a must-watch. It's loud, it's relentless, and it never stops swinging. At number 6, Overlord. Overlord flips the isekai genre on its head. Instead of a hero saving a fantasy world, we get Ainz Ualgaon, an overpowered undead overlord trapped in a game world, slowly embracing his darker nature. What starts as survival quickly turns into domination, as Ainz builds his empire and unleashes terrifying power with chilling calm. The world building is rich, the side characters are deadly loyal and deeply twisted, and the moral lines? Completely blurred, with slick animation, brutal battles, and a protagonist you're not sure you should root for. Overlord is dark fantasy done right. It's not just another isekai, it's a power trip you can't stop watching.
The most enjoyable thing now might be taking over the world.
At number 5, The 7 Deadly Sins. The 7 Deadly Sins is everything fans love about fantasy anime. Epic battles, powerful heroes, and a world brimming with magic and mystery. Set in a medieval kingdom on the brink of collapse, the story follows Princess Elizabeth as she seeks out the legendary warriors known as the 7 Deadly Sins to save her people. At the heart of it all is Meliodas, a deceptively cheerful leader hiding god-tier power and a dark, cursed past. The series starts off light and adventurous, but quickly dives into emotional backstories, brutal betrayals, and power scaling that reaches near godlike levels. While animation quality has had its ups and downs, the character dynamics, lore, and sheer intensity of some fights make it an unforgettable ride. If you're into high-stakes fantasy with overpowered characters and heartbreaking twists, this one delivers. At number 4, Berserk. Berserk isn't just an anime, it's a brutal, emotional descent into darkness, pain, and the will to survive. At the heart of it is Guts, the Black Swordsman, a warrior driven by rage, trauma, and an unbreakable will. This anime pulls no punches. It's violent, unrelenting, and filled with twisted beauty. But beneath the blood and steel lies a deeper story about betrayal, sacrifice, and the fragile hope that still burns in a cursed world. The animation may vary across adaptations, but the core of Berserk, its raw emotion, complex characters, and soul-crushing themes, remains unforgettable. If you want anime that dares to go deeper and darker than most would ever try, Berserk is the storm you can't look away from. At number 3, Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul isn't just another dark fantasy anime. It's a brutal dive into identity, survival, and what it means to be human in a world where monsters wear familiar faces. The story follows Ken Kaneki, an ordinary college student whose life is shattered after a date gone horrifyingly wrong. He wakes up part human, part ghoul, forced to consume human flesh to survive. As Kaneki spirals deeper into the violent world of ghouls, Tokyo Ghoul delivers emotional trauma, intense action, and twisted moral choices. With its gritty visuals, psychological depth, and unforgettable character arcs, this anime grips you from the first episode and never lets go. If you like your anime raw, emotional, and full of inner conflict, Tokyo Ghoul is a must-watch.
So you're not a human.
I can't be a ghoul.
Well, you're not a ghoul either.
At number 2, Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan isn't just an anime. It's a global phenomenon that redefined what the medium could be. From its first episode, it hooks you with raw brutality, jaw-dropping animation, and a mystery that only deepens as the story unfolds. What starts as humanity's desperate fight for survival against monstrous titans becomes a layered political thriller, packed with betrayal, moral ambiguity, and world-shattering revelations. Eren Yeager's journey from hero to something much darker is one of the boldest character arcs in anime history. Wit Studio and MAPPA both deliver stunning visuals, and the soundtrack? Absolutely iconic. This isn't just anime at its peak, it's storytelling on another level. At number 1, Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man isn't just another edgy shonen, it's a blood-soaked, emotionally brutal ride that slices deep. The story follows Denji, a broke teenager who merges with his devil pet Pochita to become Chainsaw Man, a literal devil hunter with chainsaws bursting from his body. But this anime isn't just about wild gore and epic fights, though it nails both. It's about desire, desperation, and what it costs to chase a better life. Mappa animation is next level, fluid, cinematic, and often jaw-dropping. Every fight feels like a movie, and every character, no matter how short-lived, leaves an impact. Denji's world is twisted, tragic, and strangely relatable. Chainsaw Man doesn't hold back, and that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. If you enjoyed these dark-powered heroes, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more anime gems. Drop your favorite shadow-wielding protagonist in the comments, and until next time, stay powered up and keep watching awesome anime.